My name is Olivia, and this is something I never thought I would share with anyone. A few months ago, I truly believed my life was perfect. I'm 26, I live in Chicago, and I'm married to a man named Ethan. Honestly, Ethan was everything I had ever dreamed of. He was calm, gentle, and incredibly caring. He never raised his voice at me, never ignored me, and never made me feel like I was alone. Every single morning, I would wake up to the smell of fresh coffee and a small handwritten note on the table. Have a beautiful day, Olivia. I used to smile every time I read it. It felt like I had the kind of love people only talk about in stories. If I had a bad day, he would cook my favorite meal without even asking. If I looked sad, he'd sit next to me and softly say, "I'm here. You don't have to worry about anything." And I believed him. I trusted him completely. But maybe that was my biggest mistake. That night, I still remember it clearly. It was around the M when I suddenly woke up. I don't know why, but something felt strange. The room was too quiet. I reached out my hand, but Ethan wasn't beside me. At first, I thought he might be in the kitchen, but when I stepped out, the whole house was dark. That's when I noticed it, a faint light coming from the balcony. My heart started beating faster. I don't know why, but I felt nervous. I walked slowly toward the balcony, trying not to make any sound. And then, I saw him, Ethan, standing there, talking on the phone. His voice was low, almost like he didn't want anyone to hear him. But I could hear enough. "I miss you too." The moment I heard that, I felt like the ground beneath me disappeared. Miss you? Who was he talking to at 2 in the morning? I took a step forward. The floor made a small sound, and suddenly, he turned around. The moment he saw me, he quickly ended the call. For a second, we just stared at each other, and I swear, I saw fear in his eyes. "Olivia, you're awake?" he said. His voice sounded different. "Who are you talking to?" I asked. I tried to stay calm, but inside, I was shaking. He paused for a second, just 1 second, but that was enough. Then he smiled and said, "Just office work, nothing important. Go back to sleep." Office work? At M? And saying "I miss you" is office work? Nothing made sense, but I didn't argue. Not that night. I went back to bed, but I didn't sleep at all. I just kept staring at the ceiling, thinking about what I heard. "I miss you too." That sentence kept repeating in my head, and for the first time, I felt something I had never felt before: doubt. The next morning, everything felt normal. Ethan behaved exactly the same. He smiled, talked, made breakfast, even left me a note before leaving for work. Just like always. But I wasn't the same anymore. Something inside me had changed. After he left, I tried to distract myself. I started cleaning the house, organizing things, anything to keep my mind busy. But it didn't work. I couldn't stop thinking. When I went into the bedroom, I started cleaning his drawer. And that's when I found it, a second phone, hidden under some papers. My hands froze. I just stared at it for a few seconds. I couldn't understand. Why would my husband need another phone? And why would he hide it? Slowly, I picked it up. My heart was beating so fast, I could barely breathe. For a moment, I thought about putting it back, pretending I never saw it, pretending everything was still perfect. But I couldn't lie to myself. I needed to know the truth. With shaking hands, I turned it on. The screen lit up instantly, no password, and what I saw broke me. There was only one name at the top: Lily, a heart. I opened the chat, and my whole world fell apart. Hundreds of messages. "Miss you. I love you. I wish you were here." Last night meant everything. Tears started rolling down my face. I couldn't stop them. My chest felt heavy, like I couldn't breathe. All this time, all those smiles, all those promises, were they all fake? Was my husband cheating on me? That evening, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just waited. When he came home, he smiled at me like nothing was wrong, like everything was still perfect. But this time, I was ready. I placed the phone on the table, right in front of him. The moment he saw it, his face changed, his smile disappeared, and for the first time, he looked scared. "I can explain," he said softly. "Explain WHAT, Ethan?" I shouted. My voice was shaking. "You said you loved me, and this is what you do behind my back." He didn't argue. He didn't shout. He just looked at me, with pain in his eyes. And then he said something I never expected. "That's my sister." I froze. Everything went silent. "Sister?" I asked. He nodded slowly. She's been struggling with depression for years, ever since our parents died. My anger slowly turned into confusion. I looked at the messages again. They didn't feel normal. Then why these messages? I asked quietly. He took a deep breath. The doctor said she feels alone, like no one truly loves her. So I talked to her like this, just to make her feel cared for, just to keep her alive. I couldn't say anything. My mind went blank. All this time, I thought it was betrayal, but it wasn't. It was love, a different kind of love, a silent sacrifice. Tears rolled down my face again, but this time, they felt different. I walked toward him slowly and hugged him tightly. I'm sorry, I whispered. That night, I learned something important. Not every secret hides a lie. Some secrets hide love. If you were in my place, would you have trusted him again?